What's up, Mr. Boy Super? I'm here at Koretti Station in Elite Dangerous. This is my beautiful new ship, the Keelback. Been mining. My last mining session was 7 billion, and it was like an hour. I think I finally tuned it in for the ship. Still have an extra tool, the deep bore mining tool. I don't need that. I do core mining, surface, not really surface mining either, because on surface and core mining, you get different materials than surface and deep and drill mining. You get different materials than core mining, all on the same asteroid. The only ones we want, the most valuable ones, are the ones in the core. So all we really do is core. We don't need mining lasers. We don't need displacement missiles. All we need is, oh, I got an advanced docking computer too, as you can see. All we need is seismic charge launchers, pulse scanner, abrasion blaster, the trio. Well, mining laser is not bad because we can get, let me just show you. We can get all these random materials. Actually, these are all the expensive ones. Alexandrite is 209,000. The void opal is 130,000. The diamonds 109,000. The bromolite 30,000. But you can get a lot of little worthless ones while we're waiting for the charges and waiting for the asteroid to spin around and finding one. Bouncing from asteroid to asteroid, searching for a one with the core that's valuable. I just mine little things, but it's not really useful. I mean, since the tool only costs 15,000, you'll make some profit eventually. Like 400 credits here, 400 credits there. Not much. It's easier just to do core mining. I remember that's why we could use a smaller ship, not doing everything. And I know for a fact that we won't ever be doing some of the smaller things. So there goes tools right there. You still got to, see, don't have it on a fire group anymore. Mining lasers still on a fire group, don't need to be. Surface scanner don't need to be on 2 fire groups. Surface scanner, pulse wave analyzer. Limpets. Seismic charge launcher don't need to be on 2 things. So that's it, huh? Just the pulse wave analyzer. And the seismic charge launcher. And the abrasion blaster. Oh, I forgot to get limpets. We gotta head right back. I want to find a way to get nickel. I wonder if we could do that in a rings of a planet. Because nickel, we can use to manufacture limpets. I've used it all right now, iron and nickel. That usually you can get it from planet surfaces, but that's like 1 or 2 for a fucking hour. And I'm not doing that. No way I'm spending a whole hour. And it's not like we're getting something else extravagant in the meantime either. We're getting 1 or 2 nickel, the 1 or 2 of 2 other things. Every spot we go to is gonna have like four things. Each of them is gonna be vastly different, and they're gonna be. So you can't go there to harvest anything. It's tiny bits of tiny few things at every place you stop on a planet's surface. Otherwise, it's commodities and search and rescue things. So I don't know. Like every land planet says it has nickel in like 3%. So it's so if for every three places we go, we'll get one nickel. That's what 3% means. I mean, for every one, because it doesn't mean for every rock there's three nickel. No. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be the mathematical expression, but that's from my experience. There's not even guaranteed to be that one nickel at every place. That's what my point is. So it's even less of a chance than how I was explaining it. I was making it look better than it really is. And if I was making it look bad, it's a terrible thing to do right around on the SRV. Because you got all you need to mine is a mining laser, a scoop, and a refinery. You can fit those in any ship. One hard point, one hard point, one two optional internal, and standard issue. So if you want to go looking for nickel before you have a big ass expensive ship, I wouldn't be against trying it.
Priority access will be granted upon request. Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad number 20. Acknowledged, Commander.
That's
Clear airspeed
terrible. I
talking.
mean, like we don't need to craft our own limpets ever, but if it comes in handy when you're mining, you just buy them. They're cheap, disposable. See, every planet says nickel on the planet materials down at the bottom on the text on the left. Iron, nickel, sulfur, carbon. 16.6% nickel. Every landfall planet doesn't have nickel, but that's where they say it. Asteroid belt is just like, but about the same amount, same productiveness as the planet. You fly around here, you find a big rock, an asteroid, break it down, you get like one verdanium, one geranium, one nickel, but it's random. Each asteroid gets you four things randomized out of the list. Then the rings say icy, but then we're finding all those types of metal and shit in them. So I don't even know why the ring's labeled like that. It's obviously not labeled for mining. Two different two different aspects of the game made a long time apart, or by different people, obviously. You're gonna add mining to rings. So I didn't know that. Fuel restock and repair. What did I just pull in to restock the Olympus? What's going on here? Taking the whole cargo hold full of limpets. That's how bad limpets are. Like I don't. It's probably the controller I got, but limpets are terrible. Last time I was mining, they would only last 3 seconds. Some of them would come out failing, and then they don't last that long in general to begin with. And you can change that by upgrading the class of the Olympic controller, which is counterintuitive, not opposite of reality. It would be the limpets have their own stats and their own materials that they're constructed of, and that's the reason all their own microchips, their own SOCs. See, but we got the best of that's here. 3C mining operations limpet. Boot times take 6 seconds to fire a limpet. You can only have 4 limpets out at once. The range is 5,000 meters. Pretty good. Limpet lifetime is indefinite. That's a lie. Why do they fail so frequently? And maximum speed 200 meters a second. Multi-target speed 60 meters per second. Oh, those stats look damn good. Mining missions, I don't understand because if there's mining missions that say bring back 4,000 units or something, and we can only hold 64. This is a good looking ship too, nice big ship. Born in 60 units of progenitor cells. Support the cause by donating 2,886 units of something. For the reward's only 5,000,000. 720 units of wine. 328 units of aluminum. Delivered 2,859 units of computer components. They don't have any mining missions in the mining system, which is weird. Just thinking about going to another ring system. We gotta fly by here though, making sure they don't have anything for me.
Docking clamps retracted. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
And oh man, what is the plan? I don't understand.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're all clear. Have a safe trip.
Alexandrite.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So if we go to the galaxy map here, go to the filter tab, select commodity, minerals, Alexandrite. Where we just came from, paying 227,000 per unit. Bauxite 1,550. Bentonite 159. Bentonite, Toit, Bertrandite, coltan, cryolite, gallite, goslerite. Another good one, granadierite, 289,000. Indite, lepidite, low temperature diamonds, 108,000. We have some of those in our hold. We have low temperature diamonds and alexandrite. Oh, that's a good one. Monzonite, 194,000. Muscovite, 210,000. Void opal, 124,000. Have some of those in our hold. Pantanite, 54,000. Pyrolite, 13,000. Road plumsite, 183,000. That's what we first discovered in the rings. But then I saw there was void opals and low pressure diamonds. That one is probably better. Yeah, better than both of those at 183. But we moved on to Alexandrite already. Uranite is cheap, 3,900. Void opals, low pressure diamonds, Alexandrite. I think there's something else there like Pantanite. We get this information by using the detailed surface scanner on the ring system. On the ring system. City 4. Come on. Come on, chugging along, man. This one moves very well, like our fighter. Very aerodynamic though, so makes sense. Big, big old busty lady. like the front of it's like the size of a house. Not to mention how long it is. It's abnormally long, disproportionately long. Not bad looking though. A lot of cameras in the cockpit. There's a co-pilot's chair. That was the side. That was not the front. It's our RV. Our first ship that I think was big enough to be a house. You can have a fighter bay, co-pilots, and be a mining rig that carries 64 tons of shit. Well, that's why everything looks so strangely large, because the measurements aren't, ambiguous units. They're tons. And when we get a ship cargo hold that holds 4 tons, and it's a F-16 shaped fighter, that shit's not realistic. Realistically, the fighters don't hold anything. So how is our ship the size of one and holds? Our ship can hold more than that. Our ship can hold like 30 tons, and it's our fighter. That's obnoxiously wrong. And that's probably why they just shrunk the cockpits, and now everything's a walking trailer park. Granadiorite was alright. Alexandrite, one of these two. There's low temperature diamonds, void opal, and regular resource extraction sites. I don't think they'll have any core. I don't know for sure. Cores were all the things we're things I'm mentioning. The names of the things I'm mentioning are all in cores. Shiny things. What are these shiny things over there? See, in the asteroid belt, there's like them shiny things. Those are just stars. You can see through the asteroid field. You gotta be, because we already reached the luxury spot of the ring. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's coughing. Check my fire group, my power groups. Gotta have the pulse wave analyzer. Find us a nice bright yellow one. Should have something in it for us. It says granite hotspot, but you'll find either low pressure diamond, low temperature diamonds, void opal, or alexandrite or granadiorite. I don't see anything bright yellow. This one over here on the right could be considered bright. It's the brightest, but it still looks pretty orange and dim. A lot of clustered over here. I spit out a prospector limpet to see what's in it.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Height selected.
Asteroid scan complete.
We did not select it. We selected the subsurface deposit bromellite. Bromellite's nice though. There's not a core limpet because it would have said fissures on here. If it has fissures, you can put charges in it to crack it and mine its core. It's not really. Bromellite's good. Not nowhere near as good as anything else that you would find in the core. You can mine that with the displacement missiles or the mining laser if it's surface and subsurface. We're looking for a core. Asteroid core. It's a nice orange one. Very bright. It's the hardest part of mining. That one looks pretty yellow. It's just not bright enough. And it's not shaped. They say the circular ones that look like popcorn. Yeah, these ones have long, straight edges and are kind of oblong. Those are not what you're looking for ever. Even if they're yellow. I guess we want something like that. I don't know, that one's not bright enough. Yellow. Oh, we're going kind of slow. I guess you could just go on and on forever. Don't know the range of the hot spot. Maybe we should head back around to it. That one looks kind of popcorny. It looks kind of on the green side, so that makes me want to check it. All the ones we've seen have been yellowish orange, and that looked a little green. It's kind of bright. I don't think that's anything. I'm not mining that. Well, we'll check it with a prospector like that. You know, it's not even bright. I'm not checking that. "32 kilometers away." It's no longer on our radar. That one's so oblong and orange. Right there. No, it's not near as bright enough. Like, they'll be noticeably brighter than the rest. And they'll stay, like, they'll be dim for when they first sight. All of them will be the same color. Then it'll, like, get a deep yellow and stay brighter than the rest for longer. You know, it's pretty easy to notice. When you see a lot of asteroids side by side, at least, when you're out searching one at a time over a span of 60 kilometers, it's not so noticeable. That one is kind of bright. Let's check it. There's two, one above the other one. We can compare and contrast. That oblong one's definitely not it. Oh, look, it's kind of bright. I don't think either one of those is it. Oh wow, that's pretty bright. Let's check that one. And that looks like round. See how it's rounded? Kind of looks like popcorn. That might be one. There's a lot of orange in it though.
Programming limpet drone.
Not so orange.
Prospector limpet engaged.
No, no, no.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little orange. We is me target. 22 kilometers away. That one looks bright to the right, don't it? Right up under there. Now that one doesn't look bright for comparison. Compared to that little circle one up underneath my cursor. That's not bright at all. And if we go back to look at that one's a shining beacon. Beacon in the night.
Limpet expired.
That's bright as hell. You see that? That's bright yellow. We don't even have to compare it. I know that's one. And see how it now faded away so quick? Yeah, that's. Oh, look at that bright yellow, baby. That's what we want. Let's get down to business. That's a nice one. A nice yellow one.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Detonation sequence initiated. destination in 10 seconds. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We picked it up right back, didn't we? We're at 49 limpets. Dropping one.
Cargo hold at
We're at
maximum
50
capacity.
limpets, yeah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
There, now how much money are we looking at? 14, so we got about $2 million. Oh
Collector
boy.
limpet expired.
We still got 50 limpets left. Can't see anything. This is an icy ring, so ice crystals and powder particulates everywhere. Look at our windshield, our canopy's even frosted around the edges. Cargo bay
Limpet
needs to
drone
come
error.
up.
Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop. Retracted.
They're holding all those extra limpets for me, wanting to deliver them. Cargo's full anyway, guys. Hasta luego. Yes, I don't know how far we can stray from the hot spots, but you know, we can search 30 kilometers pretty thoroughly, pretty quickly. So I'd imagine it's as far as you could go in your ship. You know what I mean? Without having to like accidentally. I don't know. It's got to be a long space because there's not a lot of them clustered together. There's not a lot of false IDs clustered together, let alone a lot of positives. So I wasn't even concerned about it. I would just go in a straight line until I had a full cargo hold. You know, none of those two oblong ones are full false positives. Got a pair of eyes looking at us. Well, now they're not as bright. Like that one, they were pretty bright, but they're not worth checking. I've never had an oblong one be a core asteroid. And nobody, people say don't check them either, so I'm new still. I mean, it's not a bad way to make money. Well, the only thing I really think's better is combat. Combat doesn't have boring parts like this. Combat doesn't pay as well either, though. You got to kill like a lot of pirates to get $10 million missions. You got to be in a wing for some of them.
Collector limpet expired.
XP red. Let's go. That one got a nice shape and texture to it. Yeah, see, they were not even getting a lot of false ones. So for it to be a small radius is illogical. There's a little nugget.
Target destroyed.
I didn't have a target. Nuggo. It's good. Oh, it's kind of bright. It's got the right shape, I guess. I don't think that's. I think that's a false one. No, that's a hit. The black bars in it, but it disappeared now. And you see how it shows there's two shades of yellow and with black squares in it.
Expired.
That's it. That's it. That's core number 2. When you know, you know.
Programming elite drone. Prospect limpet
Chromolite
engaged.
core, though. I don't know. I'll have to think
Asteroid
about
scan
that. Hold on a
complete.
second. Disconnect. Well, we're not going to have enough time to get back in to find another asteroid. Well, maybe we will. Let's try it anyway. So I had to pause the game. Wings, just a team of 3 fighters.
Programming limpet drone.
Oh my
Payload
god.
capacity exceeded.
Why wasn't it on pulse wave? Why are we upside down? Yeah, I think we're upside down. Where are we heading? Right into a nice shiny one. That's not really all that. Yeah, it's shinier than that one to the left. And yellower. We got the feds on us.
Scan detected.
3 feds on us. Federal Security Service. They're not saying anything. They're leaving though. Caught a big case. Not getting any. Yeah, we might not get one. Well, we got like 10 minutes. Asteroids getting thin too. They're becoming sparse. It's not. It's not a pleasant situation. I like that one in the back, but it's an oblong. You got the spheres attached, protruding. Oh, look at that one. That was a nice popcorny looking one, but it's not that bright. Bright, sometimes bright. It's first it gets gridded. It's like got a lot of black. Then, once you get a little closer, it'll glow really, really white. Sometimes it's weird how it changes. You would think it stayed the same the entire game. This one's looking grid-like and black. It's not glowing that much, so I don't know. We'll fire prospect method at it. Now's not the time to be conservative with my limpets.
Programming limpet drone.
You can run your limpets over. Bumping into them can fuck up your mission. Especially if you're on your last one.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay, I didn't think that was one.
Asteroid scan complete.
It's not even a high content body. That one's also nice bright. It's got a nice black to it. That said, the first phase should look like that second phase for this one, and the second phase should be bright yellow. Now you can't see the phases. In each of the scenarios, there's a way to determine. So when we first started, we didn't see any black grids on them, and it was just the brightest yellow one. And then they started having a black grid for in the first a second or two. Then they'd be bright yellow. But they've all been round, not oblong. We got a trail. Now they're in front of me? Look at this racial profile.
Scan detected.
It's scanning me again. What? You've already seen me. It scanned me. We just got some data from the Fed shields. We'll be unstoppable soon enough. It makes sense that, like, I was trying to go and undermine the power, right, which is the federal authority, and I couldn't fight any of their ships. So while I'm scanning, I'm still reverse engineering their things while I'm engineering to get a better ship, and I will destroy them. It's cool. It's very cool. Like, I know it's something I want to do right now and not be blocked off from by story type aspects, a cinematic story game type of restrictions. Oh, we did not make it. That one's not nowhere bright enough. Not even close. None of them, none of those four are in the background either. So we're not gonna find any before the end of the video, let alone mine it. Keep scanning these Fed ships. We'll be strong enough to take them, and we'll have another weaknesses. We'll have their strengths. We'll steadily climb up the ranks.
Collector limpet expired.
I see that one. That one's gotta be one if you can see it from all the way over here. Look how bright it is. No, it looked like it turned dark after a second or two, so I don't think so. Ours would be getting brighter, not dimmer. But it's also got some grids on it. It looks bright, it's got grids. Maybe that was a random occurrence. That's gotta be one. No way. That's brighter than all of them, and it's the farthest away. Time for a boost. At least you could, yep, that's fine. At least you can end the video knowing I finally found another one. So in about an hour, I'll have mined $5 to $6 million at least. Yeah, that's bright as hell. See, I'm not even gonna, well, we got a prospector limpet, or else we're not gonna see the fissures to blow it up.
Programming limpet drone.
Smash.
Prospector limpet engaged.
We're gonna smash into something in the back of us now.
Asteroid scan complete.
But I can't see the limit. There's fissures on it, so we know it's what? It's a core asteroid. A core grenadierite, the best looking one. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to destruction here. This fissure is high strength, so 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips.
Detonation
Good,
sequence
good
initiated.
charge. This one is not a fissure. This one is not a fissure. This one is a high fissure, so we'll do the high charge. Yeah, it's not accessible. This has been your boy Super playing Elite Dangerous. Hope you enjoyed it. It would help me out a lot if you could like, comment, and subscribe.